everyone, this is Ishani and you're watching Ishani Setup. So, as the title of my video suggests, I'm here to talk about my profile. So after the videos that I had uploaded, I had received a lot of DMs on my Instagram to talk about my own profile, about my GPA, the job that I had worked on, the work experience that I have had, which can be one of the important factors for my selection for the scholarship program. So I'm here to talk about that. This is not going to be a very long video because I'm here basically to let you know about my own profile. So take from it whatever you can and see if it can be helpful for you. So about me, my name is Ishani, as you all know, and during my school, in my high school, I had chosen the science major. So science major in India is basically PCM, which is physics, chemistry and mathematics. So this was my major during my high school days, as I wanted to pursue engineering. So this was an important factor on what kind of major you choose. Now, after graduating from high school, in the university, I got into electronics and telecommunication engineering department for my bachelors. So that was a 4-year program in my university and we had a total of 8 semesters. Over there, I worked on some projects which were related to my core studies, which is electronics. And when I graduated with a GPA of 3.628 out of 4. So this is the GPA that actually I converted from Scholaro, and this is the GPA that I wrote on the application form of GKS. Now in the university, I was also involved in some extracurricular activities. I was a core committee member or a member of the TEDx society. So that was a society in my university, and I think this is something which other universities also have, which basically organizes the TED events, technology, entertainment and design. So my role exactly was to find out the speakers, research and find out the speakers to invite them for the event, do their curation. I was also responsible for the PR work, about the creative writing stuff and the main event organization. So over there, we had to look into the kind of people which we think could be important and could be worth to invite for the event. And after they have arrived for the event, we were responsible for doing the whole curation work. And we used to do the promotion for this event. So basically that was all the PR work. We also used to decide on the theme of the whole event so that we could print out the invitations, for which we also had to do the creative writing stuff. So that was one of the activities that I used to do. Apart from that, I used to participate in a lot of Model United Nations, which everybody knows what is exactly. So over there, I used to do delegations. So I used to participate as delegates, for which I had to keep in touch with the social causes and be a part of one of the communities of the Model United Nations. So after participating in all of that, I basically learned public relations, effective negotiation skills that helped me to improve my speaking capabilities, that helped me how to do public speakings and everything like that. So I felt that this is something which could be important for me in the future. That is why I used to participate in those events. Apart from that, I was also in some creative writing societies. So I think that I used to think that it can also be useful for me for my future. Then in 2020, when I was in the 3rd year of my university, I joined a program for a summer training at one of the companies, which was an AI-based startup. And over there, I joined for the position of sales and marketing. So after doing my training for sales and marketing, I was selected as an intern to do the internship in the same company. Over there, I interned in the department of account-based marketing. So after working there for around almost a year, in 2021, I left that company because I got selected to another company, which was a Big 4 company, and that was via the campus recruitments. So I got selected over there in 2021, but as I had still not graduated from the university, I basically had to do a training first. So I did a training for around 5 months, and after my graduation in 2021 May, I started to work there as a full-time employee. I started working there as a digital analyst first, and after working for around almost 2 years, in 2023 I got promoted to be an associate consultant in the same company. And after working there for again almost one whole year, again in 2024, at that time I started to apply for Global Korean Scholarship. The application process basically started around February, so that was my whole profile by around that time. So this was all that I had worked about, and all the CGP and the projects that I had received and I had worked on. So it was all about that. Now, if you want to know about the kind of certificates that I have attached over there, so starting from my high school days, I attached certain certificates where I had worked on exhibitions and seminars, and I thought that they can help to vouch about my speaking capabilities. So I attached those. Then from the university, I attached the certificate of the societies that I was already part of and the awards that I had received from Model United Nations. So I had attached all of those certificates as well. Then I had attached the certificate for event organization, which I did, so it was there as well. Apart from that, I had did some online trainings, and I had gained some online certificates which were basically for my core major, so I had attached those. Then I had also did certain other trainings in companies like CCL and DRDO, so those were all based on my core studies, that is electronics, so I had attached those as well. Now after that, I had also attached certificates which I had received from my internship which I did and about my performance over there. So I thought that it can vouch about my performance, that is why it can be helpful, so that is why I attached it. After that, in my job, I had, apart from working, I had also did some other online trainings to improve my skills so that I can work on multiple projects. So I attached the certificates of those online trainings as well. And while I was working in my job, I actually already had thought about to do a master's in business administration. So I was also doing certain online courses for sales and marketing programs. So I had attached those as well. Thus, I can see that there were certificates from my bachelor's degree that I had attached, and there were certificates from the degree that actually I want to pursue in the future. That is why I thought it can be a little important for me to attach both kind of certificates so that it can show the interest that I already have for MBA. Because of course, I was an engineering student, so I had to prove them that I am still capable of doing my master's in business administration, because I had already prepared myself and gained certain skills which I think can be useful for that particular major. So I think this is all about my profile, and these are all the things that I had worked on. These are all the certificates that I had attached. So take from it whatever you can, and accordingly you can prepare your own skills, or you can prepare a list of your own skill sets which you think can be important for this program. Also, I had a language proficiency score which is from the IELTS, and my score over there was 7.5. So I had also attached the certificate which can talk about my English proficiency. So if you already have an English proficiency, it's well and good, you can attach that certificate. And if you are planning to take it, then please write about it on your study plan so that they can know that you are already preparing yourself for it. Also, if you have any Korean proficiency score, I think it can be better for you to attach that as well, because of course GKS has special points for the proficiency scores that you are submitting. So there are certain special points for the Korean proficiency and even for the English proficiency. So I think those are also important factors which can help or facilitate your selection for this whole scholarship program. So this was all about me, guys. Let me know how it was and what else do you want to know about, and I will be happy to answer your questions or your queries via the comment section. So thank you, and this is it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.